TV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, family, I want to welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. As we promised yesterday, then this year, today we get Femi Claudius Cole, where plenty people and they hope, they believe, say it's probably a time for Lord we give chance to woman because we know how we mama then get sorry to be. And one of the person, this one of the strong woman where said don't knock in chest say if man can do it, woman can do it better. But it's not about for can't talk about about the issues that where they take place in the country. And personally, Torah, I just set mode when things like this, especially when they experience excruciating pain, the ordinary people in the country, then they suffer too much. And apart from that, the Kush wait on turn Dumbolo, where in fact he don't pass by the he don't pass what did they say pandemic safe na the country. So other issues there we can look into. And also we go play some clip of President Bio in lecture where he na African African Center for African Studies in America, University of African Studies, so I give lectures, and we get one or two things in the way they look at a lot of them clips in the but we look certain things that we can do fact check and try to see which we make sense of. And of course, it will help we follow understanding. If not the first time this for joining we want for use this opportunity for welcoming a Talking Point platform. Yeah, we did have to talk about things that we got the potential for Kevigo before. We also got the potential for Kevigo being. Things that where the traditional media can largely ignore or they afraid for talk or not for talk at all. That they would pay attention to. Yeah. Why? Because we community members here, now that's them pay premium too. And we respect that's bad one. Consider for be part of this family. With the two side, with the TPP loan, perhaps so you see we say for the first time, or for January, click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell, left the rest away. We go do you a favor by sending you an alert. We also then our Facebook. We name our Facebook, na Talking Point platform. Again, we kindly ask you for make you like and follow and left the rest away. Just so you know, we get a vibrant community here. People that we're highly passionate about the country. We're engaging. It's a guarantee where you can, you must get something where you will learn from one or two person. Or better have, if you say get something where Allah will learn from you, why you not go join the comment section? Well, my name is Mr. Komon-Tok, and today now the 26th of March 2024. We know the waste time, but they can't just now.
One platform for news every day now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, so family, they go straight to the point. Yes, Madam Cole, you're welcome to Talking Point platform. The world they watch you now. You get the mic.
Thank you very much. Thank you for when you invite me. I'm not entire for talk. So we really appreciate on a platform, the platform there. We now get time for dissenting opinions and alternative voices. So I just want to say a word of appreciation. Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm glad for there.
All right. We say happy forget you. All right, so family, would they go first straight to the point? First thing first, before we come to the economic hardship of the country, where people in the cry, we know how much on the bag of rice. But the one concern where don't scatter around the social media. In fact, if you don't go around the world, the Kush. What are you take as a not only as a politician, but as a mother, as a citizen of Salone? What can I
As
take?
me take as not only as a mother, not only as a politician, but as a medical somebody, is that we don't pass crisis level now with the Kush epidemic. And there's all man they feel very frustrated. Now people and they take the fight into their own hands because we not get direction. What we need desperately right now a cohesive plan where everybody they on board on how we all they can together for we work for this crisis done. But who do we expect for take the lead? Let's be honest. Who do you they expect in a situation like this of a problem we don't reach this magnitude? When we been get Ebola, we not left hand to the people then for let them solve them. When we get COVID, we not left hand to the people and say, we not try the who want to wear a mask, who want to know where, who want to watch. No, it was a mandate. Then set up a task force, then set up structures for able for attack the problem where at the end of the day, we as Salone will not even get them as worse as some of we West African friends. So the Kush epidemic to me is worse. It's far worse because now like a slow die with the die. And I feel foresee the government, not the people in power, not take the lead. They not seem to realize the size of the problem. And this problem this time around, not to talk shop, now action. Because what they see, it really, even somebody where young self way just day about in normal life, when you see the images of Kush users, when you see images, it tear you up. It really they break your heart. Say, with all what we get for deal with Sierra Leone, this again, why this now? Why we want wait so the problem don't pass mark before we go able for begin turn for find a solution? And people ask me. Some people and they ask me, say, "Mommy, call you a politician, what do you they do?" To me, this problem now is so big that no single individual, no single NGO, no single Soriat organization, then one grain go able for solve. And for as long as the supply chain, for when you want to kill snake, you go all in tail. You want to go kill scorpion, you go all in tail. Of course not. If they turn around and bet you. Right. This Kush epidemic, if they're not caught in neck, and we know say when the Bobodena area to me na government wife, he tell me one day, he say, "Mommy, call," he say, "You they talk no more." He say, "This Kush." He say, "You see this Kush?" He say, "Now you give money, pass anything at this country." He say, if you buy 100,000 Kush, all loans, he say, "You they get 300,000." He say, "Now nobody can profit." So you have the population already poor. You already get a country now where crime they become the norm. You get this kind of thing where they give this kind of profit. What chance the young people get? Whose chance they get? So it's fine for let people and ask me, what will they do? What you they do? What will they do? But for me, the thing that they will fit do, really and truly, thing that they will me and other organization, me and one or two other strong-minded people in the
I say you put a piece where you they talk about solutions there. I say you offer something like 5 solutions there. Now, for the benefit of we listeners there, what go mind for put out there the solutions there. What you feel say we for do as a nation or government for at least we cope this menace now with society.
Yeah, I beg, but I man begin with what we not for do. Yeah, I beg, glad begin there. Waiting the police not for do. And the first thing they not for do, now for turn a victim into an even greater victim.
Sorry for interrupting. Family, and not forget for share. This is very, very important. Let it go more. Let more people and nobody's message, because this as way Madam Cole talks, so this now national issue where they affect each and every one, every Sierra Leonean, directly, indirectly. Anyway, continue, ma.
So the first way me no one foresee where we they do now for turn the victims into victims again. And the police then seem for them get things mixed up. We see who side then they gather the smokers, the users of Kush. Then gather them, then shave their head, then they beat them, then they arrest them. Tell me whose problem then they get for solve. Because make I tell you, Kush, they inside the very cell them, inside the jail yard them, drugs are being sold there. So if you take the victim and you re-victimize them, tell me, say you don't solve the problem. You take the bobo them, you cram them into jails, overcrowded jail, boku of them get bad, nasty so foot. No medical facility, no rehabilitation, nothing other than the cell. Why arrest them? Why arrest them? So why shave their head? To me, then kind forms of it looks like punishment. But if una not important, if somebody is not important, I not go see them for use. So that is not part of the solution. Let me accept, say, shaving of heads, arresting of the smokers, not a solution. That then I just feel good, just for let the police visit, then they do something. And also, I don't see sideway communities, then they catch the smokers, then begin beat them. I want to appeal to them back. Then they back not a solution. Not a solution. Then they know they achieve nothing. Nothing they know they achieve. So first of all, let me look at why Kush don't become the greatest escape for we people them. Not just young people. We they see old man them, young woman them. They see everybody now they into Kush. Why? Why? Kush represents escape. Escape from reality. When you not get nothing, your life not get no direction, you not get no hope. Somebody introduces,
and this is seems to be connected with the economic hardship. So it's like now the only solace is.
Yes, it's economic hardship. Wait, you not get job, you not get hope for job. Look, even job self they come down the line. You probably not get oath. You not get means of feeding yourself. When you don't take your Kush, angry not they catch you. So basically, without a future, without the light at the end of the tunnel, you look for escape. It happens all over the world. But Sierra Leone, the situation is worse. England, America, they get social network, they get social safety net. Where if you don't get oath, you go to shelter. If you not get money, then we'll give you food stamps. Then we'll give you this. Sierra Leone, there's nothing. Nothing, no day. You sick, you not get money, you die. You not get money for Australian, say, if you not treat, buff case, nobody know the way they go pick you, say. So, with that kind of a scenario for the young people, and even for the older people, where their life no get no survey, you say, tomorrow, I will say tomorrow. I will say next year, I will say, something good can happen to me. There is no hope. So I ask the question, first of all, if we look now to the reason, I say people in power, we able to begin to address their reasons, then they youth minded now are idle. Young people are idle. Senior people are idle. You go see man then they play golf, man and then a corner now na pot, because there is nothing. They don't create anything for let we feel say tomorrow will be better. There's nothing. So that feeling of hopelessness, now they the drugs, now in the drug they come in. For let you feel that moment where you feel fine, you feel high. For that moment, then you forget your problems. And you just see them. Then don't say they're normal like zombie. feel no pain. And waiting our biggest asset, Sierra Leone, in Africa especially.
All right.
The young people. The young people. So that feeling of hopelessness there, now from the foundation. Now you don't lay the foundation now for let Kush can't do what you able to do. Then they are the rep, they ready, then they wait for you. Rep, ready to pick. Una can't block. So that's the situation.
All right. Now, when it comes to the solutions, I see one of your piece where they talk about solutions there. You go where we like some of those solutions where perhaps governments would think, or we are Sierra Leoneans where you go where with those solutions where you feel something and will make a difference.
What's in this? Okay. First of all, my idea of the solution is, they take nothing, they can first, something can second, something can third. All this get for happen at the same time. At the same time, waiting at the police, the detective, their own job. Now for trace who are the importer. It comes in through the key. It comes in through the ports. So let that faction, they let the IG of police, instead of they create people their aid, it can begin focus now on how the materials that compose of Kush are inside the country. Una handle that day. Minister of Trade.
And that seems to be, you don't forget the political will. The political will needs to be there.
Nothing they will start if the political will is not there. Nothing. And now you hear a lot of rumors all over the country. Say they're not other than the people where they bring in Kush. Because there are people becoming multi-millionaire with Kush. So if the government, as it is constituted, not take the leadership in the fight against Kush, we're not going to see a solution anytime soon. Anytime soon. So if they are not invested, so this now they call a multifaceted approach. All man now, hands on deck. Minister of Trade, Minister of Works. Unawa increase all Lentiana toll. What is the money being used for? Who say them people where they go learn proper skill? Not to them like lighting the way we can do where you go now King Tom for go look this way and they learn electricity, no machine no they. Not to that kind of thing they will they talk. A proper investment across the country where young people are able to go from there and learn a skill where they become marketable. Trade, Minister of Trade, Minister of Works.
All right.
Una begin think education. How do we begin to talk to the young people? Colleges, schools, waiting at the disadvantages of this smoking Kush. Begin for talk to them. Begin for make sure say they're not even begin for use. Minister of Health. Minister of Health.
All right.
What are you doing? How will they begin for take care of them? Will they see the so foot? Will they see the swell foot? Will they see the disadvantages? Okay, who side again then they go take them drug here? They are desecrating the graves. Okay, Freetown City Council, how are we protecting these graves so they do not have access? Yeah. So it's a multifaceted approach. All man get for put hands on deck. Then you bring in civil society. Then you bring in political parties. So everybody, this is not a one-man problem. Let we all begin to take a facet, education. Let we bring in the media. How can you help? But right now, it's as if they go parliament, they had a talk shop, then talk na parliament.
Yeah.
And there was
and interestingly, the head of the anti-drugs, when Ando Kaikai, the Toxi, the staff now about 6 to 12 people at the entire and the permanent step, and they not even get bicycle safe. They not even get bicycle. In one of the, I don't know if you listen to that interview, that discussion, the way they talk, see, one, even for pay safe, for put generator safe, for lighting office safe, you get for pull 1 million out of your own pocket. That show no more how the serious, the how we take the thing serious. In other words, like, we pay lip service to the thing, because it's unbelievable for we get a crisis like this nature, though we not even get anything like any support, money not the absolutely zero.
You Mr. Common, you know they even see leadership. You are not even seeing leadership. You know they even hear yourself like say people and the way they worry. I'm very active na Twitter on X. And I see the chief minister they post Usai Igoya with Yanda, Igoya with Ya. I'm not even the chief minister who's an innovator from MIT. I'm not even hearing anything about him now thinking out of the box. This is a problem. We must solve it.
Yeah.
You know, they see that kind of urgency, they say. You're not.
All right. Let's push this Kush side. I'm sure this now conversation will continue. And you probably go down watch or you don't aware or you know say President B.O.B. go deliver a lecture now African University. I want just play one clip where for let people understand and for let you help we because for the young one especially we perhaps might feel say this na fact like could they do fact checking here. Let's play this clip on a 1 minute 31 seconds and help we let we understand if Marabiona tweet they talk would they come just now 1 minute 31
because
seconds.
My value system I took over with the explicit understanding that I was not going to spend not more than 3 months. My word is my bond. So I took over because I did not want the prolongation of our regime. And I did not see myself extending it beyond that point. We faced serious challenges at the time because once I made that pronouncement, the rebels that we had been fighting for nearly 6-7 years accepted to a peace deal, but with the provision that I stayed in power. Yes, that I had to stay in power. But for me, I'd already made a commitment to the people of this country, Sierra Leone, and also it would have been totally against my own value system to continue. So many see that as difficult, but I didn't see it as difficult. Yes, it was a dangerous move because there are quite a lot of colleagues in the military who did not quite support that. But leadership is important.
All right. Now we just bring in Khan. Let we understand. According to President Bio, the RUF then began for no left power. Let's sit down there as president, as head of state, in exchange for at least. What can you take on this clip where they scatter social media or party you don't go viral now?
Well, actually, interestingly, I'm in the salon at that time. And I remember very vividly the match where the woman they match. Elections before peace, peace before elections. The way the speech they go, a key element is missing from the speech. And that's not been the pressure from the people. Not to this kind of environment where we get now that protest is not allowed. The women then come on a door in their numbers for insist on elections. So President Bio of that time, he hadn't been tied because the voice of the people was loud to say they wanted elections. The way the speech goes, it gives a different interpretation, but that is history. They say history teaches. What lessons have we learned from that history where we were so just now? Let us relate it to today. And me don't listen to the bulk, a lot of the speech, I don't listen to parts of them. It is very thin on facts. It is even thinner on truths. Truths that apply to present day, not to tomorrow, not to yesterday, to today as we speak. And I listened to beaucoup of some of the statements, and what I can say about that speech, it is but a speech. It is words on a page. They are not words from the heart. They are words written on a page for a president to read. And even as you watch him deliver the speech, you can tell that there was even minimal rehearsal of the speech. So you condemn the speech, you condemn the speech writers, and you condemn the fact that there's very little truth inside the entire. I listened beaucoup, and I made notes whilst listening to the speech. And the colleges in Sierra Leone, they are crying. They have a crisis. They have issues with politics getting mixed up with their education. There are issues in the universities with their exams being postponed. Matriculation was postponed. They have issues. Now, what I fail to see, Mr. Komon, is you do not address the issues of Sierra Leone. Mr. President, can he stand in Kube and give that speech and tell the people, say, waiting at the tell on so na the truth? Come on now. Instead, you go all the way to America, where they have their own struggles with their own democracies. And you are giving a speech that is very thin on facts. Very, very thin on facts. So I listened to it. I therefore go take extra medication for my blood pressure while I listen to some of the stuff that the president was saying. And I can go into some of the things that I know are not true. Because he emphasizes a lot on commitment to democracy. In the statement of democracy, and one great thing they prove, if you are so committed, was the word he used, committed to democracy and collective aspirations over personal ambition. But what are we seeing? What is our experience that we lived through? Unwavering commitment to democracy, threat to democracy is a fabric. I'm like, you are talking all this talk about democracy. Now, we're not saying us alone. We're not feeling it in Sierra Leone. We're not seeing it in Sierra Leone. We're not experiencing it in Sierra Leone. And then the one way really make I go take extra medication was when he's talking about who they are tinkering with the constitution. Huh? This SLPP government is tinkering with the constitution. They tinkered with the constitution. And you're talking about people think, I don't understand that our president, our gentleman in power, leaves Sierra Leone, travels to the United States, and gives a speech that is so thin on facts. So thin.
No, it just like.
Why do we go there to go and tell stories? Why? You don't have
with
to
the export, with the export. But people in the argue say, well, this na a good na forgo carry the green, white, and blue.
Forgo clean
Yeah,
image.
forgo clean with image and privilege for let the one on wall for let them invite to president for go deliver a speech. What about Nande? Not a positive thing.
The world now na global village. A lie in Sierra Leone does not stay as a lie in Sierra Leone. A lie in Sierra Leone goes around the entire globe. The space, the astronauts that are in space, they read the news. So a lie in Sierra Leone, everybody knows that our elections were not credible. Carter Center said it. The Americans said it. The news said it. Everybody said it. So whether you travel to Timbuktu or you travel to the interior of Bongoleken, it remains the fact that the elections were not credible. And if you want to insist that you are this big on democracy, call Mohamed Kone, release the disaggregated data of the results. Then we all see, say, indeed, you are protecting democracy. Since when has protecting democracy looked like what it has looked like?
But he argued not to one thing, not to the international media say he is the father of democracy. And in fact, Sierra Leone they call, and so let us play 1 second, 1 minute, 30 seconds where it confirm to the wall. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Such actions, though fraught with challenges, highlight the significance of leadership that prioritizes the collective aspirations of its people over personal ambition. Choosing to relinquish power, especially as a young leader who could have justified holding on to power, was not merely a personal decision, but a declaration of my commitment to democratic governance. My role in the peace mediation between the government of Sierra Leone and the Revolutionary United Front rebels was not a mere diplomatic endeavor, but a profound commitment to the peace and unity of our nation. This pivotal moment in our history served as a bedrock for the enduring peace we enjoy today, earning me the honor of being referred to in Sierra Leone today as the father of democracy in Sierra Leone.
Now, what did you take, given the difficulties, the challenges where you face, for like even they allow you for let you name go to the ballot box, and through the proxy, then through the manipulated people officials there, where we know say some of them are party carriers of the ruling government, where deliberately these are the agents of the government secretly or then covertly they work for the government. And here is the president. They say people in Asalone, they refer to as the father of democracy. And when you see this speech, not to want this statement, we don't hear many man. What did I take on this one?
I think say if you tell her, if he says it repeatedly, it all counts until you reach a point where you will believe him. If you tell yourself something over and over again, it will reach a stage where by saying it repeatedly it doesn't make it true. It just makes you believing it. And that's it. And you know, the one that we did na that auditorium, day na that university day. Trust me. I would like to be a fly on the wall where then they accommodate, then they discuss amongst themselves. Gone are the days when university students not even get a whole encyclopedia just on their phones. So, I don't know what the composition of the audience was that were clapping, but I'm sure there were those who were there and knew what the facts were and what the untruths were. Me, as I listen to the speech, I am just flabbergasted. It seems as if the speech has it is out of touch with reality, their own reality, the reality of the SLPP. The speech it's opposite to the reality on the ground in Sierra Leone. And that is why you will not give that speech in Sierra Leone, you will give it in America. But the world is a global village. So the speech doesn't stay in America. this we all get for listening to them and take the amount in the speech that is so small that it reached a stage with me at this autumn, because I'm like, this is just to give me extra high blood pressure, because it was so thin on facts. And when you have the man in power not able to acknowledge that there is problems at home, and you need to travel at such great expense, go all the way to America to go and give a speech that is totally lacking in facts. It is sad. It's sad. And you look at the possibilities moving forward in Sierra Leone and you ask, say, who side we dey, Papa God? When the very democracy, he mentioned the word democracy probably more than 10 times. And you guys are the greatest violators of the democracy. And the violation, and he talks about tinkering with the democracy, tinkering with the constitution. They tinkered with the constitution. From the early days of the census, they began tinkering with the constitution. They tinkered with the constitution minutes to the election with the PI system. You're talking about democracy. Which democratic thinker, a democratically thinking leader, will have a threshold of 11.9% if you want smaller parties to be part of governance, if you want smaller parties to be represented? And whilst that was being passed, there were small parties there who were saying, we go parliament. I said, with a threshold of 11.9%, this is an exclusion policy. So if you are the father of democracy, does a threshold of 11.9% to go to parliament, does that speak of inclusion? Does that speak of democracy? Then you keep showing off about the Giri bill. The Giri bill was just, you have a very ugly woman, you rub boku makeup pan, and lipstick, eyeshadow, eyelash, all things. That's all it was. Because what's in them do for ensure women's political participation? Me, I'm the only female political party leader. I was disqualified with his knowledge. If the president cannot tell me, say, no. It was public. You did not intervene to say, Bo,
yeah,
you are talking about Giri bill. This is the only female-led political party. Why una they disqualify her? We went to court.
yeah.
Adrian Fisher is still sitting on the case. If una say Unity Party not what you do, let us have our day in court. Embarrass me in court. Embarrass me in the court of law. PPRC not show up. That is your Giri bill. That is women's empowerment. Now there are groups that are asking they want to protest. The police says no. Is that democracy? Does the constitution not allow for protest? So why do you have to travel at the country's expense?
All right.
At people's expense?
What you talk about?
Frustrating. It is extremely frustrating.
You the election, let's just count for the election at Senegal. Let me just let you help we understand this. Now, just 1 minute, some second, let people and just see what in just take place. I think we as African don't set a record. Let's just take this one. Just quick one, would it come?
I turned 44 on Monday, and for his birthday this year, news that he'd been elected Senegal's next president. Faye made his first public appearance on Monday evening after the ruling coalition's candidate Amadou Ba conceded defeat.
Le peuple sénégalais a fait le choix de la rupture.
The Senegalese people have chosen to break with the past, to give substance. I hope that our vision of society has given substance to their aspirations. I pledge to govern with humility and transparency and to fight corruption at all levels.
Five thanked President Macky Sall and other candidates' victory well before official results. Provisional results had shown the opposition leader on 53.7% of the vote from Sunday's election, compared to Bar.
That's a quick one. We don't know now, say, Senegal or Africa. This is not the youngest elected, not to the end of the gap for so. The last question where I go ask you before we round up the program: how Senegal get it right? Given the fact that Macky Sall make all kind of trouble, he postponed the election to December, he want to change the constitution, he want to go third term, he was just in disarray. How these people get it right? Will we not get it right? We now within our hotel. Now hotel will go end with election. And up till now, we don't know it's waiting will happen after June. And we see we neighbor them. Liberia, how then get them right. And we see Senegal, at least a beacon of hope. What are you take on this Senegal election? Are you go equator or comparative analysis with Salon?
I am so excited when I read that news day. So excited. Because Africa, it seems as if we get the leader the way some the wet pan themselves, some no inside and they're so old, they're so confused that then they mix up.
South Sudan, yes, the leader. It might be the wet pan himself. Yes, South Sudan.
So
we get the wet pan himself.
We get the one where they light pan themselves. We get the one where they teach people. We get all kinds. So it was a breath of fresh air. And when Assise he win, honest to goodness, the first thing we I do now for pray. I say, Papa God, give him the wisdom for let him be a leader of an example, leader with example. Let him be the young man where they can show other African leaders the way. Now pray for I pray for Ram and I pray for Senegal. How did they get it right? And why did we get it so wrong? That's a huge question. How are the institutions set up in Senegal? That the institutions were able to stand and have credible elections. What is the difference between the institutions in Senegal, the institutions in Liberia, that they voted and their votes were counted? They registered. Look how long Liberia they don't register voters, and they had sober registration voter ID cards. Sierra Leone ID cards, Dabaru Boku inside it. The registration period was full of corruption, was full of exclusion. So what was the difference? Is it that their institutions were stronger and independent of the executive? Left to Macky Sall in one grain, it be one day. But the institutions probably did not permit. In Sierra Leone, ECSL is captured. PPIC is captured. The police is captured. The judiciary is captured. So, what is the biggest difference? It's the strength and the independence of the institutions, especially those in charge of elections. Because if ECSL was an independently run, independently thinking institution, there is no way they will announce results with 60% of a vote. That is an abuse of democracy. Not somebody who is protecting or who is committed to democracy. That is a clear case of abuse. And we are seeing countries that are showing us the way that elections can be done and done properly. So it is a big slap on the face to those in power in Sierra Leone, to those in power, and a big sadness, frustration, and depression to the people of Sierra Leone.
All right, thank you very much. And so, Famulan, we go open the line. Like we said, you know, the opportunity for calling and for at least we get on your side of the conversation. We go put the line up here. We go also look into on our text then, definitely. On a beer with just one moment, we go connect to now. One moment more. All right, just one moment. We're almost on there. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we don't did it now. So the line don't connect. We did take Madam Cole go take calls for few moments. All right. Okay. Yes, call outside the call. Okay, we missed this one. All right. Let we go on the text and quick one. This one they say bifocal is a double standard. All right. All right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Yes, call outside the call from.
Mami call assalamu alaikum. How the body man?
Mami
call how they do man. I dey call from you.
do fine man. I do fine man.
Alhamdulillah. May Allah keep us safe for you.
Amen.
Imagine, God, when I don't see that video, side civilian the creep the police officer hate for Kush. It really sad. It really sorry. Salon don't go down. Mami call, we need you now. We really need you now. Una help brothers with sisters then a salon. Oh, mama, papa, them is so sorry. The Kawa people, they now na salon. They so sorry. Imagine, officer, if you go all gone, you don't go smoke Kush. Tell me. When you use that gun, the way to go do with them, or not have somebody go pull out a yarn, go do something bad with it. Now, exactly. na civilian, na in the soldier man aid. Essence demand aid. Just push. And salon, they don't sorry, Mami call dear beg gonna help with a salon. Una help brothers them, with sisters them. Oh my God.
All right, thank you very much. I know you're emotional. Please, I understand. All right, let me have another voice. I can know how people in the field. Yes, call outside the call from.
I call from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
All right, you get the platform.
I just want to tell Mami Claudia School, thank you for your analyze things them and declare of the year with so many things. We hope forget a leader like King Kine, probably 2028. We will make another election, or pretty soon we'll forget another. If we are active for defend this country. We say example to Senegal actually. So I 44-year-old young man. I stand so for Senegal. Senegal, don't free. As Mami Cole say, we pray for let it be a young democratic French leader who can change the atmosphere of the French people back and give them more wisdom to let them rule democratically. We pray for Sierra Leone this time. And we hope for get a better leader than Sierra Leone. We get. But the only thing is, then the fear will push because we get. But the hope say one day, and pretty soon, we'll get them off the year.
All right.
By God the power.
All right. Thank you. Now we had another voice.
Amen.
Yes, call outside the call from. Now just make a quick one. Would they take Fambu, don't they make a quick one because Madam Kono they no.
Hello, Mr.
Yes.
Komon-Tok. Good evening.
Yes. Who's the call from?
Mina Masaya, the call from Aberdeen.
Okay, Masari, you get 1 minute. Slow make a short one because the mommy gets short time
Mr.
with
Komon-Tok.
me. Yeah.
Now come to my point. One thing I want to say with the Sierra Leonean, God na a busy God. Now we know wait for God for come up that heaven can solve with problem for we. The West America and other European countries there, they get big issue for solve than we own. And politics, they play all sides. Now we get for gap and fight with issue for we said. This push now is strategy for silence the youth of this nation. Any government we no one can do well for we now we country now drugs now they count. For silence the youth there. Mama and picking the una de pan politics, papa, brother. Una sit down pan politics, una picking the only pan die. Tomorrow we'll go talk politics where nobody knows.
Oh, but this caller will really be and let this caller continue. The caller make he say God na busy, but I like
I like Mr. Falek Nande.
Yes,
They got busy.
Okay, now we had another voice. That's Alex, the caller in line, Salon Network. All right, now we'll take this one. Yes,
Yeah.
caller, call from. Who side you call from?
Call from London, brother.
All right, you get the platform. Lord, just make our 1 minute because of time. Go ahead, please.
I just tell Ansel Mami Claudius School, thank you, God bless her. Now, in the voice of the voiceless, na salon. With opposition leader, now you come out talk one word from where all length here they be. This Mami where they not able to register, then this franchising rights. They not register them for they not register in party. Then they come out they talk for with Samuel Kama. Every day in the morning, fish are call I go sit on the whole day. But I do less. Eat money where you not eat. Samuel are the worst opposition leader would ever get in a salon. Let APC try to find another person. Samuel come and they talk. Not also in the whole country. Look, this boy will win, so he gone to jail for 11 months before they cancel. Samuel and enough for arrest them. The people that they die for them. They said politics not to do or die. Mami called you, thank you. God bless you. Mina, you put your good brother. I said, you good one. And we all go. Let God bless you. Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. All right. Okay. Forget to text us there. By Focalist, a double standard. He was wearing green, but on REF green. Bio is making a fool of himself on the international stage. Sylvia has Bio's REF file from the 90s. That's why he's afraid and careful of her. All right. Let's see if we will help this person instead of struggle. This one. All right. Now we have this one. Okay, yes, call outside the call from.
They call from Berlin.
All right. You get the platform. You get a question or comments for Madam Cole?
Yeah, boss.
Go ahead.
My question is this we president way they go always outside for all these speeches. Now, the most important president way that he always invites. Now, my first question: why always now they go present Sierra Leone or Africa as a whole? We all time we did na the stage, na university system or anywhere, we did na the stage, na university. Other presidents, the big African countries, and they way I'm not receiving the go na inside the world. At least we know the reading the social media or even now the news say that they invite them for all these speeches about democracy. Why not in the choose at all? That's my question.
All right, thank you very much. All right, what's it?
And the second one about this push. I mean, it's very simple for let them able locate the people that bring them out. The one that really important. If they're really ready, why they left to say this thing don't go so much where they picking them, where they use them, they almost they die. The president don't do nothing.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, we'll take two more calls, then we'll wrap up the program. Two more, we'll wrap up the program. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok.
This now from the Komon-Tok. Yeah,
from community.
Yeah,
I do.
No bad.
Mami Cole, plenty. Thank you. Let God help you and give us the long life and the strength. We're not plenty in salary right now. When they come out for talk on the opposition, talk for see what's the way they do, and they do very right. Let God keep on for with us, and let God help on. Let give us the strength and the courage But no easy. Salon no easy happen now. No, at all not. Because every day we not get good news. Look, the Kushura, that small picking. Can you imagine? Other picking for Komon-Tok tomorrow. We don't find the president for tomorrow. They can destroy life so. Small picking. He's sorry. Sierra Leone. If one Mammy could say at the station, they sell and they. So how the thing where they go all that? Because the thing now, so then they big one, they then get out of the office, they do the selling. So that they only compete. Nobody. So we don't know what they're going to country right now. But dear our people there. Who says dollars for Salo right now? Oh dear. This now 2 seasons get right. Okay, next season, we get the Ramadan.
Yes.
Do ya? The church, the mosque, the prayers. But when I say run time for prayer, yeah, we run time for prayer, but don't continue for prayer. Do ya? Because the sense don't lost per week. The sense don't lost per week. We don't know how to stand right now. Because you sleep, you wake. Not to know happen at salon. Just say, thank you, praise the Lord. We say, alhamdulillah. Do ya me family? I don't forget for like and share the program. Because they can important message there, huh?
Yeah.
If you don't like, you don't share, you don't subscribe, you don't know their message here. Oh, the lecture at the council at the university. You see? So dear me, I'm sorry, they say no more there, beg. I don't focus on like and share the program. Do ya? And then the Ramadan contributions, I'm not let's say so dear.
Yeah, like I talked to somebody, just some put on the comment section. Says somebody want donate $100. Ah, that's fine. Musu Bangura.
No. Would have it also this way you go give when they pray. Go and post it, God bless. So I rest in case now.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you very much. So don't take 2 more calls. Don't we allow Madam Cole reply? Just 2 more calls. All right. Now take this one. Yes, call outside the call from. Outside the call from.
This is Jibrila from New Jersey.
Yeah, Jibrila from New Jersey. You get the platform.
It's like Komon-Tok now. This season, this is the Bible. We'll tell Mama Claudia, cool, thank you, Femi, Mama Femi, and God bless her for the enlightenment and the education. This season will depend so. A season where the Christian and believe see when Christ began at the cross, darkness, daylight, something, please dark. Darkness now take place for 3 hours. God will pass in judgment for the sin of the world. When Mother Biotic Power 2018, and darkness now for the salon. I don't know. People then take to the streets and kill innocent people. Why they say they kill people? This is not talk about this. Darkness. I see don't begin with blood, so if you not come on at that country, we see Pastor Mahmoud now they don't tell. Now Pastor Mahmoud then go pray for Mother Bio. Man, now they don't fed up. That they die now, they die. I in the prison now. So if you somebody say not to the person it's only time for prayer, but this kind of particular people they pray now. What for let God give them wisdom again? No. It's not for let God remove them come on at that place. They don't tie. A man in there bring darkness and that country. He always tell you say, I believe in the supernatural war. A dark election. Then they go and kill people in back. What's kind of thing Andy? You don't mean election. So not to come my job blood beep. Come my job the London and that country. They say the smell a bit. They don't find the first gun by that country, by that town. They not smell a gibble. Future they can't smell a gibble. Born that boy for nothing. The sacrifice for them they don't pull on that country. So enough of Canada after this, enough of Canada country for a very long time. When I be in be one of that country, then that darkness will pass. And we person in that darkness, and the society go. So I make it then come to get along. We get along because we get a man who will be in darkness in that country. They will know the suicide they go. And they were done, you know.
All right, thank you very much, Jubila. All right, let's just squeeze this person. Not just squeeze this person. We'll say these are the last bonus caller. This see, don't struggle too much for on the line. All right. Okay, now we yes, caller, outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. Now, Masari again for my body.
Okay, yeah, Masari, yes.
Sorry, now the country we are in, the network not good.
I understand.
Mr. Komon-Tok, salon people need indoctrinate when they don't indoctrinate political people there. We they see the truth, we they see with life they go, then we they follow politics. Mama and Papa, always sit down, brother and sister, always sit down with country, it depend on with drugs. It depend on with drugs. We youth them all with future generation, all depend go. Then coming to APC, Samura Kamara, let them find another person for we. Because me, I not see them kind of opposition there. You afraid jail? You afraid die? We there by you. We the people that we there with you. All we need now you support. Boy, just make like mumu. Now then kind way there one can lead we. Then we go to pick the early signs there. Thank you very much,
All
Mr.
right.
Komon-Tok.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. This anyway, the bonus I don't. These are the last lucky caller for tonight. Last. Yes, caller. Where the call from?
Yes, I call from Freetown. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes.
I be asking Mami Femi the last time why you not go organize another protest. They say we not want to put people in danger. But Mami Femi get for remember say we the fight for something, not to 1 or 2 term, or 3 term. All the country then way free now because they be consistent. They do even where they kill them. South Africa it happened. Even America where they so it happened. Not to 1 or 2 term where they kill them. They kill them a lot of time, but they continue to go out. So I just want to ask Mami Femi if we for just concede and accept what matter they do to we. In office it would be a good idea for make another protest where you go actually do with woman them. When a woman them go lead this protest there, more see now what matter go do. Matter they afraid right now. And all strong again like before. You know that, all them fly, they try for cleaning image, not to the country. So why we not go say we protest again over and over until we get to 2 ones? And that question I get from Mami Femi. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so Famula, we apologize because of time. We hope say maybe if you not call to if you not get through today, tomorrow, or any other time again, where we get Madam Kona the platform, you will able to talk with her. Yes, so you want to respond to those callers across the world?
Yes, no, ma take the last one first, where would they talk about this issue of protest. And the first way the woman they want come out. Interestingly enough, the woman then now then can meet me. They say they don't tire. And I say if the women come to me, A, I must give them audience, and B, I must give them support. And I supported them. When they ready for arrest woman them and beat woman them and plead woman their head open, then deny the fact that we be even don't inform the authorities and say we are going to come out. That was July 3rd. We organized a Black Monday. The women themselves decide, say, we tire, we want to come out. Mami Cole, you they support me? And I said, yes. And even when the committee then called me, thinking that protest, the committee, them just mix up themselves. Between July 3rd and August 10, then totally mix up, box up themselves. But if you see my hesitation of putting people's lives on the line, the reason being, I tell you now, after when they arrest people them, July, even August, mortal man then sell barefoot. People then sell sick, so woman then they them beat. They're not able to see lawyer, they're not able to see family. Nobody was able to come and give us the lawyer. Then they threatened the lawyer. Then as you do. So it is a huge responsibility. I know they say that might not be the solution, but it is a huge responsibility. To say once people then they arrest someone we don't know. There was an 80-year-old woman who been there Nasel 80. The officers, they say this mamu, you know, well safe, will not they take responsibility for her. Then pull and then put and then back. So, as a mother, not to say I don't want to see change. I want to see change. But we they deal with a regime where refuse for acknowledge with constitutional rights, the right to protest. Why you not go give me police protection, let me protest? They are afraid. Instead, you go see the arbitrary arrest of people we're not concerned, we're not know, we're not sabi. And then, do you know what the judge, the magistrates then do? They're not even given a chance for let the people and talk. I've been there, I've not been there. They were basically just sentenced. And they were sentenced to prison term plus fine. So imagine that poor girl where they go arrest. They sentence them to 2 years. Then 5 million. Even when it don't done in time, because you don't get money, then they left you. We will then get for begin to fundraising, supporting other NGOs them for let them get money, for pay them fine, for let them go left them. So being in the comfort of one's environment, you can call for a protest. But then those who get caught in the dragnet, I'm not been asleep. I'm not been asleep. When I remember they were sick, if you see this situation and just release, maybe they naked na McKinney and Sento. If you see him body. So as a mother and as a medical personnel, look, I don't get problem with me own death. I have no problem with my own demise. I'm not saying when you can at this earth, you're there for a short time and you they die. Me know that. And I'm not saying always with the one matter, on a vanity.
Vanity, absolutely.
I'm comfortable with me own, say one day at the exit, sometimes decide where nobody know the least expect, sometimes they not push myself, but there they drop or die. But I am comfortable with my own destiny. But you need a good support system where, if, for example, Unity Party don't reach to that stage where Unity Party don't strong, where we get people where they finance, we get the power. We don't say anybody will be able for hire a lawyer for you. Will be able for support you. Compare them, they way them picking them being just there. One in picking die way it in a cell. You understand me? So in some situations, the situation can erupt on its own. You get me? But if you want to take on the responsibility, say you want to plan a protest, you plan for every eventuality to protect the innocent, to protect the victims, to have lawyers. And a young party as young as ours, I mean, I know that even within the APC, there was a lot of frustration. Some lawyers and then had one grain been the work. Poor man's friends, now I mean they get a lawyer them, send lawyer then go Ross Road, send lawyer then go Waterloo, send lawyer then go Yanda, advocating for people. So, you know, just to say, una commote or protest no more, as if to say, you know, who die, who live, he live, who they arrest. That's a sign of irresponsibility. If that's the kind of president I want to be, then nobody should vote for me. But I get for members, say, if it were my daughter, if it were my son, whose protection I want to una put for them, where I encourage and say, go and stand for your right. Difficult. So, not that me afraid for die, but the lives of everybody is precious. And is Sierra Leone at that tipping point? I don't know. But right now, I know say these people within a power now, then they push people into the edge. They are pushing people.
Yeah. No. You talk to say it can possible the situation can just erupt on your own. Just like sometimes I understand where you come from, or given the nature and the fear within the country. And the thing is, we with mentality, we not to like other the culture, because each and every nation in culture they bring up the way they explain the way they brought up the shape on mentality. We not believe that kind for sacrifice mainly for the country. People like their life so much and like their own comforts so much, and politicians succeed for divide we in the point that if you call for protest in a blackmail you, either then say if you know to limba, then say you not Timmy, you not Mende, for just division take place. But I get your point. But we don't know. But this situation, you're not going to continue forever. I don't know, but you're not going to continue like that.
The government, the people in power, the people in power, therefore realize, say there's just so much. They reach a stage where after drugs, then it's violence. We streets inside the past 1 week, not about 40 and then don't go thief people and they jara one and they go now go meet you for thief you. So
you see what's happening at 80.
Yes, exactly. So it reached a tipping point where you get all these ministers, and you know, I wish the ministers when they give them position there can take a responsibility whether the government is legitimate or not. Say me, who say you put me and they do the right thing. If you're not right for you, pull me. I swear to God. But it will reach a tipping point, and the fact where I can let people know and hear from me is when the Sierra Leoneans are pushed and pushed till they have nothing to live for and nothing to fear death about. We will all be victims. We will all be victims. I don't care how you wall high. Then they scale and then inside they can butcher you. We will all be victims. You will ride the motorcar. You will wear fine clothes. You will be a victim. They're not there for pick and choose at that point to say you were an advocate. You were not an advocate. Everybody becomes guilty. Everybody becomes a victim. And one other thing where I want to say, where the first gentleman say about equitable distribution of the wealth of Sierra Leone. He talked another speech there about twice.
Yeah.
Ebo, na provoke. It sounds like provoke.
Yeah.
The only thing that is distributed equitably now the ADOP, the blackout, and the lack of water. Those are the only thing that is distributed equitably. And then somebody asked from Benin, he said, how come that with president and they invite for go all side? I want to tell that gentleman from Benin, say, then get something they call lobbyists, where then they pay for arrange any kind of way they're able to arrange. And we the people end up paying for it. So let me not underestimate waiting lobbyists go arrange for like first lady go talk, second first gentleman go talk. I mean, everybody can go get talk shop. But right now, I think that Sierra Leone, we really did in a crucible. And if the people in power not put their window down, come out inside the motorcade, where then they drive now the one who come on a one-way street, for begin for hearing the voices of the poor and see the images of the poor, we will all be victims. I don't know what thing they wait for. Traveling the world for talk shop is a waste of our resources. Sierra Leone can barely pay its bills. What justification go there for with people there with anybody? They travel all over the world, giving speeches to whom? That money there for that private jets, they probably feed a whole village for a month. There is something fundamentally wrong and unjust about it. And we're not afraid foretell power the truth. Don't assume that Sierra Leoneans are so docile that our love of peace equals to stupidity.
Anyway, all right, we've come to the end of the program. We tell you plenty thank you, and we see the line actually hot, but because of time we go left for another day, and to we callers, we texters, we really appreciate let us talk to this person quick. We still Musu Bangura, they say one donate for the Ramadan contribution, $100. We don't put the number here, or you can contact you on this very number where we can call so that we go give further information. We really appreciate you now. We don't collect more than 17 million leons. We don't distribute more than 22 bags of rice. Yesterday when I don't see her, we don't put that clip there. And we encourage anybody we want to take part of that blessing there. The chance open. I don't know how I go bless you now, and I don't know how people go bless you in a salon. I see one imam they pray for now. One imam be inside the watch and a bow, and gracefully, now that make tribalism or whatever. We all are one people. We all are one family.
Yes.
We end up with share this rest to all the region there. One of the Imam Nabo, a listener for a very long time, and I mock and go ask them, go say talking point plus. But say, talking point, I don't know what channel for years. So it's so appreciated. Yeah, just like that. And we send Nakambia, Potloko, Makeni, and people are so appreciate the blessing. I make they say, me no know what you want, so now give them contribution there, but God know what you want. We invoke the mercy of God, the grace of God, all what you want, pull on a difficult time, on a spare some money for our brothers and sisters don't salon. We ask God, let God reward that, multiply for now. We really appreciate you. God bless you. We really appreciate you. All right, Madam Cole, you have any last thing for contribute before we left you?
No, as they say, this is not the month of Ramadan and this is not the month of Easter. So this is not the holy month. So as much as one caller don't tell me, I think for the gentleman with the Aberdeen, we don't tell me say God busy. We not say God busy, but busy so say this is not the
God busy, yes.
Now the month where they listen. So this is not the month for really.
No, you're right.
Let me reach out to one another. Especially God
busy.
They say God busy.
All right, God busy. Imagine you get China again there for billion.
God, me na salon reach a stage where God don't block with number. You don't block and now that. Now they say out there. They say me I don't give it. They say Timber, I don't give it. I don't give it all team. And then they call me. But this
God don't forget about say
yeah, God they listen to me.
But anyway, so Pamul, this we just drop this last one for motivation. Just following and see some of you know able to see yesterday, so we'll drop this one. All right. So, Madam Cole, we hope to see you back some other time in future. Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Stay blessed.
Okay. So, family, we drop this one for now. We're going to see that no able to see yesterday.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
From an online platform, we decide say during this month of Ramadan we could give back to the community. So then the followers then come together and contribute for the nucleus to not see them. So we are not asking for the one of the next year and choose for the next year. So make a council on behalf of talking podcast from a council on this process. Let Allah accept from the prayer. Sonia, for more Talking Point platform, an online platform, we decide to during this month of Ramadan to give back to society. So they on this forgive, they give mocks, they not only mocks, they don't give mocks. So today happens to lot of times in our mock. So pray that Allah will accept our prayer and supplication. Nina, Sonia, Komon-Tok platform, an online platform. We decide for give back to community during this month of Ramadan, during this month of fasting. So now, what happened for being the first lot for receive this donation? So, and this donation, so now a lady when I found from Komon-Tok, and this donation, so and idea say that after bag 2, so we buy back. After bag 2, and before you buy, so the other box back, unfortunately forgetting after bag 2. So on behalf of CPP and Mr. Komon-Tok, we want for Guna this next year, so we pray that Allah will accept in our fasting.
Well, as this Majid Martin Salah, on behalf of the Imam and the members of this mosque, we tell you now plenty thank you. We will remember the way at this crucial time here, because I say crucial because the kind way out the thing there now, it's not easy. So for me, get somebody we remember this time, we appreciate it very much. We tell the woman, plenty thank you. You say you put this for us, may Allah put more day for them, yeah? Then you meet up on your account, we will go next month. So we tell them, thank you, Allah provide for us. And we pray for the one back where we say, remember we for where we account with this donation, yeah? Tell you, Allah provide and guide you. Thank you.
We appreciate it a lot as we really give good money, as we personally that we know that we see the Talking Point platform. We really appreciate and not only do so, we ask the community to provide more for them and make it accept the offer of the deal and various receive them and not be able for the prevention of them. So we say Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem, and we will make dua, make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So they decide to take this month of Ramadan for the first and this year, so that they will return and pray and God will say, Allah said, accept my prayer.
Bless community in Ayam, we tell you thank you. This sister back we can give you this goodness all the children thank you. Because you know they are, we say something. Because you know get faith, we distributor. They tell you no more, or this not right work through. Then you don't distribute the rest, this na ya. And the mommy back, we the mama and brother buy this land, the big enough, na international, na the Haja Ramatullahi, Mina the Imam and this mosque here.
And followers contribute this contribution, they follow can give on behalf of TPP, we sort of give this small donation of rice to
receive our food. We appreciate and let God bless you.
During this month of Ramadan, we give back to the community, so besides say so let you mocks for benefit so that one day they fast and they get something they will eat so they don't fast. So besides say no this donation they come from communities, if you give community, Talking Point community and Mr. Komon-Tok. So we pray that Allah will answer.
Thank you. Now, so I like Mama, not to edit to somebody even a Muslim died, a team member. Anybody take one to this now honorable. This will die, this is the order. But the soul, let God bless you for it. The tales of woodlands.
Beside this month Ramadan, there's a time for do goodness. The do goodness, let God add more for you. The do goodness, let God add more for you. One day all will come. Anybody do mistake inside the 10 days, inside the 10 months, the 11 days, the 11 months for let you good, let God add more for you. Now do goodness like this, let God add more for you.
which is of talking point platform with this UK, London. Now they see for all this donation for this mosque. So now you have to come over to So unless this will remember me, so this now for talking point platform with this UK. So brother, it's like this.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Nina Sonia Komon-Tok platform, a platform where an online platform. So we got from Mr. Cargo, next Cargo, so no can give this donation. So can say during this month of Ramadan, so give more system to give back to the society. So here the followers that decide to donate life to various mosques across the country. So if you don't happen to be follow the camera this month so how do you make this process? We pray that Allah will accept our prayers and also we pray for you from the community.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mina Alaja Abdul Karim Kago, Chairman Jamil Jamil. I'm ready for we the brother there, because that's the brother there. Imam Kago and Papa, that's what they say. Kago mina Kago. And you don't say we believe with you. Ya Allah, this thought we come to let Imam Kago in Pekin. Well, let's make this kind of foundation, right? Let Allah reward Imam Kago for that cause. Amen. Imam Kago starts something at this country. He make hold on land with the prayer meeting the last 10 days. Will not be the prayer until June. But Imam Kago now started. And for that, we say the law, there are the reward for that. Every Ramadan. Every Ramadan. Now, I also at the country they pray Tajud. So, make Allah bless the all, make guide and protect the all within this foundation. Let Allah guide and protect them and make continue for provide for them. And let anything that they got far, let Allah shuba far from them. Anything that gladness for them, make Allah bring far for them. And inshallah, this you know it now, Jami Ujalil, right? Taking the center and walks Old Street. So you know it here, and I believe say, like I said, quick away, so you know, say you just go for this people. You go reach people away for it. So I thank you very much. Salat Sami. Amen.
Now a group come together. The group name Talking Point Platform. So they say they want to give back to the community. Now them come together, they put some small money for those be a blessing to the people that when they keep fast. So my sister called me this morning. He said, "Dear, you want to learn about the neighbor to farm."
If you say all you want to Ramadan, tell them thank you and tell God Almighty thank you for what you bring. But people learn to be when I want people learn for God for you during this month of Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ramadan Mubarak. Today within Nasin Mosque, Namangu Maru Nabu. And this donation now from Talking